Hello, Zikers! I'm here to show you how you can make $500 a day working from home with no investment. I'm serious. It's based on my personal experience. And don't worry, I'll guide you on how to do it. So let's go. This method is no mystery. It's a very basic business model, which is based on inventory of suppliers who perform the shipping and logistics for us sellers. We sell without the need to keep the inventory with us, and I bet most of you know what I'm talking about. Dropshipping. Yes, dropshipping is the best way to start a business with pretty much no financial investment. So let's go step by step. Step number 1 is to open an eBay account. Step number 2, get to know the interface. Know the system in a way that will allow you to have control and find a convenient way to work. The definitions we are talking about are divided into 3. Number 1 is the payment policy. You have to see that the payment settings are correct. And if not, you have to be connected to PayPal or Payoneer correctly. Number 2 is the shipping policy. Here we will determine our shipping time. We will do this based on the shipping time that our suppliers use. And number 3 is the return policy. Here we will use the supplier settings again and give our customers all the return options that the supplier gives us. When we are listing our first product, we want to make sure everything is at its highest level. So we have to do in-depth market research, choose the right title, item specifics, and product description. And of course, investing in our store's design because that will be a benefit for us. In a new store, you will carefully select the first products you upload. The reason for that is you want to maximize the limits of your store as quickly as you can, which will allow you to grow in terms of quantity of products. And when you work properly, eBay will give you more exposure, and with that, you get more sales. Would you like to see how I find a good first product to sell? Well, hang in there. At the end of this video, I'll show you. Now, there is something really important that I want to tell you. In order for you to succeed, you have to know how to do good market research. In order to stand out from the competition, you will invest from the beginning in the quality of the listing, product description, item specifics, main image, and between you and me, store design. As I mentioned before, once you devote the right attention to market research and invest in quality market research, the first sale will appear without a question. It is a matter of cause and effect. You will find the best products, you will top them in the best way, thus you will guarantee the first sale and many more sales after it. In the first month, if you upload products gradually and correctly, you will make a number of sales, ship them, and you will receive feedback. You will begin to understand the meaning and the real and everyday work that is in a store. In terms of sales, with good work, you can reach sales of thousands of dollars in the first month. It's all up to you. So let's be honest. When you work with dropshipping, the profits you should expect as a new seller are no more than 10%. So in this situation, if we consider our way to reach $500 of profit per day, that means $5,000 of sales. Will that happen in the first month? No. After a month, you will sell, in my humble opinion, $5,000 to $7 at most, considering the holds imposed on new sellers. So if you maintain your good work for 3 months, then we're talking. After 3 stable months, you should have much more sales and your cash flow will be free, which allows you to have a higher growth. The 3rd month is the stage where you will start uploading more expensive products, which will raise your sales significantly. At this point, you are able to generate no less than $5,000 sales per day, and you have your freedom to scale it even more. You can watch this video for more details. Alright guys, so as I promised, let me show you how I find great products for first listings. I use Zikers Analytics, of course. More information about this powerful tool is in the description. So okay, let's jump into my computer now. Alright, so let's go over what first item we want to sell in a brand new store. So basically, when we make a brand new store, we just want to make sales. And this is because we want to build trust with our customers and, of course, with eBay. As new sellers, from time to time, we have hold on our money. So what we want to do in the beginning is start by selling cheaper items, but cheap items that have many sales. So what we're going to do first is jump into the product research of Zikers Analytics. And for this example, we're going to select Walmart as our supplier. And here at this stage, we're actually going to list through Walmart and pick any random item, such as this one here. And this is just so we can find other dropshippers that use Walmart as their supplier. Then we can trace it and find good items from this particular supplier. So here we have to search for this item that is being sold on eBay. So what you're going to do is just scroll a little until you find it. And if you can't happen to find it, you're going to go ahead and select the title with your supplier and just right-click Zeek it. For this title, I'm going to select just the main keywords. Go back to the product research of Zikers Analytics, paste the keywords of the title, and search for them. So as you can see, it's not the greatest item, but it's not the purpose here. The purpose is to find other dropshippers that are using items such as this and a supplier that we want to use. So what we're going to do is actually scroll down to the product list and click on these scan seller icons. And the whole purpose of this video is to find an item that sells a lot, but it is cheap. So then when we have all of these sellers opened up that also use Walmart as their supplier, we're going to jump into, let's say, their profiles. Okay, so this here looks like a good seller. Let's scroll down to the product list and see what items we can potentially take from him. And what you're going to do is scroll through and find products that have sold more than 5 times at a decent price and just go ahead and click on the title. These are items that aren't passing 50 bucks. But if you're like a complete beginner, I suggest going up to 35 bucks. But for the sake of this example, let's go up to 50. It also depends on all of you and your budget. Okay, so looking at this seller here, we have a few really good examples for a brand new store. And this seems to be a pillow store. As a new seller, your point is to do what is working. We don't want to go through too much trouble because we just want to try and make sales. It's really important to build credibility on your eBay account. Here you can see the seller is selling food. I am personally not a fan of selling food, and you can see that these are Vero items. Okay, here we're going to just skip a couple of these sellers because they are selling items for a little bit of an expensive price and we want to go for something cheaper. Looking at this item here, this item sold 6 times for 11 bucks. So let's go ahead and open that one. It's not something that I really like, but I mean, we can live with it as long as it's making sales. Also, as a new seller, you are limited with your quantity of items. We do not want to spend too much time looking for our items, but we do want to choose them very carefully. For that exact reason, because we are limited. Okay, so we have here a couple of items. So again, a new store, you're probably going to get only about 10 items. And because you're only limited to about 10 items at the beginning, you want to do good market research. So next, when we find these items here on eBay, we're going to right click and we're actually going to search for them on Google. That way we can find them with suppliers. Here you can see that this item here is being sold in Costco, which is a good supplier. And this looks like a good item. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to calculate to see if there is a profit to be made here. So we're going to take $47.99, which is the eBay price, minus 15% of eBay and PayPal fees. Again, those vary depending on what you are using. Nowadays, it's a little less than 15%, but just for the sake of this example, it's better to go higher than lower. And you're going to take that and minus the purchase price from your supplier of $34.99. And this is going to leave you with a $13 profit of every sold item. Again, this varies because of the eBay and PayPal costs. It could be more. Your profit could actually be more than $13. And as a beginner, that's a really good profit. But again, if you're a beginner, you can actually lower the price on your eBay store, allowing you to sell much, much more of the item. Here we have another cheap item sold 11 times. Let's go ahead and search it on Google. Again, remember all of these items did come out of Zeke from other dropshippers. Here you can see that there is a big price difference. So again, you calculate using the formula, and this item actually gives you a profit of $7.90 for every sold item. So we have this bicycle seat next, sold a few times. Let's go ahead and search for this item here on Google as well. Again, select the title and right click and search on Google. It sold 32 times for $32.30 minus 15% of eBay and PayPal fees minus our purchase price from the supplier, which is $19.96, giving us a profit of $7.49 for each sold item. So you guys, remember, as new sellers, we don't go for the profit, we go for the sales. We need to build credibility with eBay and our customers, which is the most important thing when starting off. How easy was that? With the right tools and guides, you can be working from home with a chill atmosphere. So again, be sure to take advantage of all that Zeke Analytics has to offer. Have a good one, and I will see you next time.